This is a look at the 2011, the old version of the Ribz pack. It's in general, it's a nice design. You can get a front load on you while you're wearing a large pack, a small pack, or by itself. I have a tendency to do it. I wear this by itself or with a very small sil nylon pack. Normally my backpacking rigs have everything on the straps that I need. I've organized everything already on the strapping system, so I don't usually have a need for this with a large pack. Initially, when I first took this out of the package and wanted to do a review on it, I liked the general design, but I was disappointed because there were a whole bunch of flaws that just stood out at me. And coming from doing a lot of backpacking, these clips here, these are about 1.5 inches. These are way overkill for this kind of pack. The strapping is overkill. It's kind of got a little bit of an amateur design to it as far as that's concerned. Same thing with the back here. This is a really old-fashioned way of adjusting. I mean, back in the 80s, you know, you're using this for scuba gear and hiking, and we're in you know, 2012, 2011 when this came out. The zipper is not bad, except that it keeps falling down at the tip here, and that was bothering me. The vertical zipper on here, I thought that was kind of a foolish thing to put on here. The only thing you could really trust in here is gloves or maybe a map, because when you open this up and your pack is leaning forward a little, gravity's going to want little things to roll out of there, and that's, you know, just a bad thing to trust. So I was not very fond of that. But the general design with this pocket, I thought this pocket could have been a little bit bigger. It's in a good spot, and it could have had a couple of little bellows on it. And the large pockets are great. They've got some bellows on them, and it had an extra pocket, a couple of pockets in here. Nice design. They did a nice job on that. These larger pockets were well designed with pockets and such. And again, the vertical pocket on this side really turned me off. And when you first go to put this on, you've got to kind of readjust all the strapping. The first time you size it up probably takes you 5 to 10 minutes to get the adjustment going. Just a little bit of a turn off, but once you got everything, you know, said and done, you could wear it and it was functional. The stitching on it was, in general, you can see this right here, very poor loop stitching. That was, you can see it pulling through all over the place. You can see where the sewing was done, and there were mistakes made all over the place. So I didn't think that there was a lot of structural integrity to it. And if they had rethought it, they would have used a smaller clips in nylon. So I picked up a 2012 Ribz pack and got this from I believe it was Ribz Wear, R-I-B-Z-W-E-A-R, and he was going to get an early release promo for me to do a review on. So I bought one, and as soon as it came in the mail, I had seen the photos of it. I thought it was a decent design, and I do like the Ribz pack, so I wanted to get the improvements. First thing, when you open the package, you see that the suspension system and the adjustment system is all caught up now. So you've got these tabs that you can just pull down, adjust for your shoulders. You can actually reach your waist here and get your adjustment straps and just pull them forward on both sides, get your adjustment going. Very, very easy to put on. The suspension in the rear now has some shoulder straps, which makes it much more comfortable, gives it a little bit of structure so that when you're donning it, much easier. The vertical zipper that I hated is gone. What they've done is added some bellows on the front pocket. Best thing they could have done. The design on the interior of this Ribz pack is even superior to that of the old pack. Stitching, the zippers are better quality. You can see that once you get this zipper up and turn it down, that it's not going to go anywhere. The older ones kept slipping, and the pull tabs on the zippers are great. It's just a lot easier to find with a gloved hand, a lot easier operation, and I'm very, very pleased with it. You can wear it up high, let it ride up high if you've got a hip belt on. I'm just wearing the canteen cup and military canteen with an adjustable belt. If you had a larger pack on, the hip belt will go under. If you're not wearing anything, you can release these shoulder straps and kind of let it ride down low and bring the load down a little lower. So I'm really enjoying it. and it's a big improvement. I think they're going to be released for like public sale in the next few weeks, and Ribz is taking names down and for pre-release models, and you can get one shipped as soon as he gets them. So I want you to just take a quick look at what's going on here. All right, I'm going to take this off, and you need to understand that the amount of equipment that you can get in here is pretty insane. Now this is the pack, this is the stuff sack that it comes with. I just opted to put it on the back and carry a second pair of gloves because I was going to be doing some work in wet conditions. And you can, or you may or may not carry it, but if you do decide to carry it, it's got this really great reinforced tab on it that you can carry stuff in. But check out the capacity on this. Yeah, I've got the Jeep soft spot here, and can't live without that thing. But anyways, the bellows pocket, what you're going to find is that it's got some insane capacity. I've got some Tyvek that I'm going to be sitting on later on, some dehydrated food. We're going to be purifying some water later on because we're only carrying one canteen. Just a backup bivvy. I prefer this to a poncho and emergency blanket design. Anybody that's in colder weather shouldn't goof around with that. Go ahead and spend a few extra dollars and get an actual emergency bivvy. You got some orange color on it that you can use for emergencies. It's actually going to seal up around you and create a dead airspace, and that dead airspace without any flow is key. So your poncho and emergency blanket, although they're great if you have nothing else, if you're going to actually carry something for emergency, grab one of these. They're pretty great. This is a Titan half zip Primaloft jacket that's in here. Some heat packs, and you can see that there's the pockets that they use are great. They got elasticized mesh on them now, which is a great feature. You've got this little area here, which for scale, you can throw a stereo pen in there, flashlight, a couple of different other things. Right now the front pocket is loaded just with my phone and keys, and got an extra lighter for backup, and I got my, of course I'm not going anywhere without my Fire Striker from Ribz Outdoors. This thing's with me every second. All right, on the other side, got my spare socks. We're going to be crossing a lot of wetlands today, so I got some spare socks inside my cozy. Got some more food. Got a headlamp set up that I keep inside of an old sunglass case just to keep everything together. Extra batteries. Now, I took this today because we're going to be grabbing some fat wood. This is just a Sea and Summit Sil nylon pack that I can wear with this if I want it. If I decide that I need to, I'm going to be leaving with more than I came with, not a bad idea. And on the inside here, I've got my cigar stove for my canteen cup, some fuel, and the spork. So, I mean, it's pretty amazing. Here's the pack again, and here's my down outdoor research cap. Pretty amazing that all of this is fitting inside of here. So I've got all the clothing I need for warmth right here. I've got food, I've got stoves, just a great way to carry things, and gives you lots of mobility. So I'm giving the 2012 Ribz pack a thumbs up. I never did the review on the 2011 because I wasn't fond of it. It was kind of overbuilt and sloppily built, but the general concept of front bearing weight capacity was really nice. So that's the difference. If you've got the 11, you're gonna want the 2012 because it's almost like it's not the same pack. I mean, I've heard people say that it's basically the same pack. It is basically not the same pack. This looks like it was made by a different company. The material looks better. The zippers are better. It's just everything's been completely upgraded, and for function and ease of use. So if you get a shot, head over to Ribz, check them out, and I'm enjoying it. All right, guys, peace. Pretty cool. Another feature I find myself doing is just kind of holding on, resting your arms, which is very nice. Getting a lot of thermal insulation from this pack. Finding that I can wear a lot less underneath. Everything that I've got here is creating dead air space for my chest cavity, which is your prime area of, well, besides your head and neck, for heat loss and what you want to protect. So you'll want to think about that as well, that it'll offer you a little extra thermal protection in the cold weather. Alright guys. Hey guys, another word about the Ribz. This stuff sack that they give you with this reinforced grommet here is a great idea for carrying your water bottle as well. I've been carrying it in the back with my gloves, and I was just sitting here thinking about it. If I did carry a water bottle in the summer with this, that either mounted here or right in the back with a beaner, and it's a pretty good size as well. You could probably get some reflectix around one of the taller, thinner ones, and probably make a winter size cozy out of it too. Just a thing to think about. Right, guys. Yeah, and while I was carrying that Ribz pack, had a 9mm on me in a shoulder harness, and there was absolutely no interference with the Ribz pack over it. Granted, you're not going to get to it as easily, so I'm going to drop this zipper to get in there, but it's an option and it's concealable. So if that's something that you're allowed to do, I know I am, then you may want to think about that as well. Alright guys, so this is her all loaded up while I'm carrying. All you got to do is drop the zippers, get right in here. So if that's something that you need to know, that's it. And this is pretty fully loaded. This is my option today, just to carry this. Anything lightweight back there you're really not going to feel, so it's not a bad spot. You wouldn't want to be putting anything too heavy. But you could probably mount the water bottle right in this area here. Just swing it over. It probably wouldn't be much of an issue. I'll be playing around with that this year. But for now, I've got that. That's what I'm using. Safe trails.